It's anecdote. We humans are always curious to unlock mysteries, and there is nothing more interesting than studying unsolved mysteries. But my friend, if you are tired of watching UFOs and Egypt's mysterious pyramid videos, this story is for you. Because we are going to reveal some mysterious facts kept under the curtain regarding the Philadelphia experiment. I bet this video will answer all your questions. So without any delay, please hit the red subscribe button and tap the tiny bell icon. It was 1943, the time period of the Second World War. The US Navy was working on a top-secret project that could change the fate of the entire humankind. But it was not an experiment to serve humankind. The experiment could possibly change the format of future wars. They were secretly trying to make an entire warship invisible. However, they didn't assume that the result would be more fearful than what they were expecting. According to sources, an eerie green-blue glow surrounded the hull of the ship when scientists started the experiment. And then, suddenly the ship, the Eldridge, disappeared. There's a very popular quote, "Man proposes, God disposes." And something quite similar happened during that experiment. Something that we can say was more than horrible. When the ship came back, it wasn't in the same condition that it was before the experiment. The process of dematerialization to materialization left everyone shocked. When the ship came back, the sailors were found embedded in the wall of the ship. Moreover, one sailor was even cut in half, which almost paralyzed everyone. The result was horrifying, but it was unable to frighten the government and scientists. They tried one more time to see if they could make it work properly. They took some time to study everything. Just after a week, they were ready for the second experiment. This time, the ship did not just become invisible, but the report says it was teleported to another part of the US. It was seen in the US Naval Base in Virginia. The experiment looked perfect, but from another perspective, it was not secure for crew members. Again, the experiment caused many deaths, and some of the sailors were reported mentally unwell. I am sure the first half of this video looks like a fictional story, but it's not. Now, let's talk about eyewitnesses. But first, please subscribe to this channel. A number of videos are on the way, and we don't want our dear subscribers to miss that. The Philadelphia experiment story was disclosed in 1956 when Carl M. Allen, better known by his pseudonym Carlos Miguel Allende, sent a letter to Morris K. Jessup claiming that Jessup's unified field theory described in his self-research book, The Case for the UFO, was a blunder. Morris had no other way to prove his theory, so he shared what he experienced during the Philadelphia experiment, and that's how the mystery was disclosed for the first time. Unfortunately, in 1959, Jessup committed suicide. His death was considered suicide, but from another perspective, he might have been killed because he was the first guy who brought to light the secret of the Philadelphia experiment. After revealing the story, people around the world took an interest. Later, in 1984, a movie based on the story was released, and another eyewitness came forward, Al Bielek. After watching the movie, Bielek claimed that he had taken part in this experiment, but later he had been brainwashed by US intelligence. The movie Philadelphia experiment brought his memory back. The stories of these two guys were still unable to capture serious attention until the third witness broke his silence. In 1991, Jacques F. Vallée, astrophysicist and ufologist, published an article inviting people to come forward who know anything about the experiment. The article linked Vallée to Edward Dungeon, who served in the US Navy as an electrician. According to Edward, the green glow could be the result for an electric storm or St. Elmo's fire. For the disappearance and reappearance of the ship, Edward said the Navy used inland canal that reduced the 2 days times to 6 hours. The US Navy rejected the concept of the Philadelphia experiment, and a few experts said that the USS Eldridge had left Philadelphia just before all the mysterious happenings. Due to the lack of strong evidence, we have to accept that it might be nothing more than a hoax. What do you guys think? Have you ever heard or witnessed anything about this experiment? Please drop a comment below so we can solve this mystery. If you like the video, please don't miss that like button. For regular updates, subscribe to Anecdote and ring the bell icon. Always remember, be curious, never stop discovering, and keep watching Anecdote.